Undertones are found in everything when it comes to makeup, which is why it's important to find your undertone when first starting out. It kind of makes the whole finding your shade process a little easier, even though finding your undertone can also still be hard. But that's what this video is for. I hope it helps. Let's get into it. Now, what are the 4 undertones? The big 3 that you've probably heard of is warm, cool, and neutral, but the little 4th I like to add in are olive undertones. Now, a warm undertone is characterized by the skin having a yellow, golden, or peachy sort of glow in appearance. So commonly it'll look more yellow in fair and light medium skin, but it can appear peachy and golden in medium to dark, deep skin tones. A cool undertone refers to a skin that has a sort of pinkish or bluish hue. Skin will look more pink or slightly bluish in fair to light medium skin, but can appear reddish or have a subtle blue-violet hue in medium to deep dark skin tones. Now, a neutral undertone means your skin has a mix of warm and cool undertones. So it won't really appear super gold and yellowish, but it also won't appear super pink or blue. A neutral undertone will look more balanced between pink and yellow for fair to light to medium skin tones, and it'll look more beige, olive, or a mix of golden and cool in medium deep skin tones. Lastly, we have olive undertones. Olive undertones are severely underrepresented in the beauty industry. Hopefully we're going to make more strides to that in 2025 or later in the year, depending on when this video comes out, which I think it'll be coming out in 2025. So yeah. An olive undertone just means you have more green hues in your skin. With light to medium skin, your skin will have a subtle green or ashy hue mixed with golden or neutral tones. And for medium dark to deep, you'll have earthy or muted with a green golden base. Going into some undertone tests, there are 5 popular tests that I'm going to be talking about today. The first one is called the vein test. Now, the vein test is exactly what it sounds like. You look at the veins that are on your wrist normally. If you have blue or purple veins, you might be cool. If you have blue or green veins, you might be neutral, and if you have green or olive veins, you might be warm. Now, another common test is called the jewelry test. This is when you put in silver or gold jewelry and see which looks better. Both of them look better, or do neither one of them look better. Now, if gold looks best on you, you're probably warm. If silver looks best on you, you're probably cool. If both look good on you, you might be neutral, and if either neither look good on you or you prefer a muted version of it, you might be olive. Third test that I will be mentioning is the foundation test. I think this is a bit more reliable, but maybe not. I don't know. I have mixed opinions about this one because you have to rely on the brands marking the undertones correctly. Okay, editor Tiffany here, if you couldn't tell. Basically, in the original footage, I was rambling way too much. I'm not even going to subject you guys to that. The foundation test is basically when you get a foundation that's marked as olive, neutral, cool, or warm undertoned. You get a shade that would be close to your actual shade and you swatch it on your face, and whichever one matches your skin tone the best would be your undertone. Now, this does depend on a brand marking their undertones correctly. The 2 brands I've seen that mark it really accurately is Haus Labs and Thread Beauty. Haus Labs is on the more expensive side, Thread Beauty is on the affordable side, but Thread Beauty only has stick foundation, so if you don't like the stick foundation kind of game, I would totally try out Haus Labs. But I've also heard good things about the About Face foundation, and they also, I think, mark their things correctly. I don't know, people hype them up real bad, but I haven't tried it yet myself. But from my own experience, Haus Labs and Thread Beauty have a really good starting point. Thread Beauty has also just sub categories of their undertones, so if that's something you want to soon evolve into, that would be really helpful. Yeah. Test is the clothing test. So if you look best in earthy tones like orange, red, and yellow, you could be a warm undertone. If you look good in jewel tones like blue, purple, and emerald, you might be cool. And if you look good in a mixture of both, you could be neutral. I feel like neutral, it's really just about the mixture. So if you're not finding that there's one side of the spectrum, you might be neutral. And then there's, of course, the forgotten olives. Lastly, we have the white paper test. This is just when you hold up a piece of white paper to your face and see kind of how your skin is looking in comparison. So if your skin looks yellow or golden, you probably have warm undertones. If your skin looks pink, red, or bluish, you likely have cool undertones. And if your skin is looking a little bit more balanced, you might have neutral undertones. Now, from my own personal experience on how I found my undertone, it was trial and error. Now I'm going to kind of take you guys through my process of elimination. So, of course, I first started off with warm foundations. They looked so yellow. They just didn't look like my color. There were some that looked red, some that looked orange. It was not giving. So I kind of went on the complete opposite spectrum and I went to cool foundations, like cool undertone foundations, and I found that my skin just looked gray. It just looked dead. It just looked devoid of any life. There was no blood flowing through my veins with those on. So once I was able to rule out warm and once I was able to rule out cool, that left neutral. But yeah, I hope this video helped. I also just want to clarify again, I'm not a professional. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm literally just a beauty consumer. I've been doing makeup since freshman year of high school. I'm graduating college this year. I don't know, whenever I put this out, I'm graduating. I'm just a 20-year-old who just enjoys makeup and has been doing makeup for so long. This is just stuff I've learned over the years. Yeah, let me know any tips or tricks you guys have in the comments. Let's help each other out with finding our undertones because it's hard. I hope this video was helpful. That's all I have for you guys. Bye.